Aging is often misunderstood. Many believe that growing older means slowing down, losing strength, and accepting limitations. But the truth is, for some people, age is just a number. If you're between 65 and 80 and can still do certain things, you're not just aging, you're thriving. You're a rare gem, and your chances of living to 100 are higher than you might think. Longevity isn't just about genetics or luck. It's about how you move, how you think, and the small habits you maintain every single day. Some people in their late 60s and 70s can still have strength, flexibility, and sharpness that many younger people struggle with. These individuals often live longer not just in years, but in quality of life. Today, we're going to explore the 8 key abilities that set you apart. If you can still do these things, you're ahead of the curve and well on your way to maintaining your health and independence for decades to come. Stay with me until the end, because the last sign is one that few people think about, yet it plays a major role in how long and how well you live. Before we begin, I want to thank you for being here. If you find this information valuable, take a moment to subscribe to Graceful Elderly, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your engagement helps build a strong, supportive community where we can all learn from each other. Now, let's get started. Sign number 1. You can get up from a chair without using your hands. One of the simplest yet most telling signs of longevity is whether you can stand up from a chair without using your hands for support. This small action is a reflection of your lower body strength, balance, and coordination, all of which are crucial for maintaining independence as you age. Muscle loss happens naturally over time, but how much and how quickly depends on how you use your body. The ability to stand from a seated position without pushing off with your hands indicates that your leg muscles are strong, your core is stable, and your balance is intact. Think about the last time you got up from a chair. Did you do it effortlessly? Or did you feel the need to push off with your arms? Many people don't realize they're losing strength until simple movements like this become noticeably harder. Take Harold, 77. He had always been active, but one day he noticed that standing up from his recliner required an extra push from his arms. At first, he dismissed it as part of aging, but when his doctor told him that leg strength is one of the biggest factors in fall prevention, he decided to make a change. With a few simple exercises, he regained his strength. Within months, he was standing with ease again, and he felt more confident in his movements overall. Lower body strength is directly tied to mobility and balance. Weak legs increase the risk of falls, and falls are one of the leading causes of injury-related complications in older adults. If you can still rise from a chair without assistance, that means your legs are strong enough to support you, your balance is solid, and your coordination is sharp. If you've noticed that you do need your hands to push off, don't worry, strength can be rebuilt at any age. Simple exercises like squats, seated leg lifts, and standing heel raises can help restore muscle power. The key is consistency. Small efforts each day lead to big results over time. So the next time you stand up from a chair, pay attention to how you do it. If you can do it effortlessly, take it as a sign that you're in better shape than you might realize. It's a small action, but it speaks volumes about your long-term health. Sign number 2. You can walk at a brisk pace without feeling out of breath. Walking is one of the most overlooked indicators of longevity. It's not just about distance, it's about speed. Studies have shown that people who maintain a brisk walking pace tend to live longer and healthier lives. If you can still walk at a steady, confident pace without getting winded, your body is functioning well. A strong walking pace means that your heart is pumping efficiently, your lungs are supplying oxygen properly, and your muscles have the endurance to keep you moving. Think about how you walk when you go out for a stroll. Do you move with purpose? Or do you find yourself slowing down more than you used to? Do you need to stop and catch your breath after a short distance? A gradual decline in walking speed can be one of the earliest signs of reduced health, and it often goes unnoticed. Take William, 74. He had always been active, but he realized his walks were taking longer than usual. At first, he thought it was just caution, but then he noticed something else. His breathing felt heavier when climbing stairs. That's when he decided to start tracking his walking speed. He began timing himself over short distances, ensuring he could maintain a steady pace without getting winded. Within months, he regained his confidence and endurance, feeling years younger in the process. Walking is more than just a way to get from one place to another. It's a reflection of your overall health. A strong, steady pace means that your cardiovascular system is working well, your muscles are staying engaged, and your balance is intact. Beyond the physical benefits, walking also supports brain function. It helps keep memory sharp, reduces the risk of cognitive decline, and boosts mood. Even short walks can make a difference. If you're unsure where you stand, try this simple test. Walk at a normal pace for about 10 feet, then pick up speed as if you were trying to catch an elevator before it closes. If you can do this comfortably, without feeling short of breath, that's a great sign. If you feel winded or unsteady, it might be time to focus on improving your endurance. The good news: improving your walking speed doesn't require intense exercise. Taking regular walks, focusing on good posture, and making an effort to increase your pace just a little each time can make a huge difference. Even small improvements in walking speed can add years to your life. So the next time you go for a walk, pay attention to how fast you're moving. If you're still walking briskly and with confidence, take it as a strong sign that your body is aging well and that you're on the path to a long, healthy life. So far, we've covered two powerful indicators of longevity: your ability to stand up from a chair without using your hands and your ability to walk at a brisk pace. But there's more. In the next section, we'll discuss another critical sign of longevity, one that most people don't think about, but that has a major impact on mobility, independence, and overall well-being. The good news is, if you can still do these things, you're already ahead of the game. But even if you've noticed some areas where you'd like to improve, remember, it's never too late to make a change. Strength, endurance, and mobility can all be improved with the right habits. As we continue exploring the physical abilities that indicate longevity, it's important to remember that maintaining independence isn't just about how strong you are. It's about balance, coordination, and how well different systems in your body work together. Many people don't realize they're losing these abilities until they have a near fall or struggle with an everyday movement that once felt effortless. The good news is that the body is capable of adapting at any age. Even if some of these movements feel more difficult than they used to, making small, consistent changes can help rebuild strength and stability. Sign 3. You can balance on one foot for at least 10 seconds. Balance is one of those things most people don't think about until they start losing it. But the ability to balance, even for just a few seconds, is one of the strongest predictors of longevity. If you're between 65 and 80 and can still stand on one foot for at least 10 seconds without wobbling, you're in excellent shape. Balance is more than just preventing falls. It's a sign that your nervous system, muscles, and reflexes are all working together in harmony. When you stand on one foot, multiple systems in your body coordinate to keep you steady. Your vision, inner ear, and proprioception, your body's ability to sense its position in space. If any of these systems start to decline, balance is one of the first things to suffer. Think about the last time you put on a sock while standing. Were you able to stay steady, Or did you need to lean against something? Many people don't notice. They're losing balance until they experience a stumble or near fall. Take Frank, 76. He had always been active, but one day while getting dressed, he realized that balancing on one foot felt harder than before. At first, he ignored it, assuming it was just a bad day. But when he tried standing on one foot intentionally, he could barely last a few seconds. That was his wake-up call. He started incorporating balance exercises into his routine, and within weeks, he noticed a huge difference, not just in his stability, but in his confidence when moving around. The stronger your balance, the lower your chances of experiencing a life-altering fall. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury in older adults, often leading to hospital stays, loss of mobility, and long recovery times. Maintaining balance is one of the best ways to prevent this. If you want to test yourself, stand near a sturdy surface for safety. Lift one foot off the ground and see if you can hold your balance for at least 10 seconds. If you can, that's a fantastic sign. If not, simple exercises like standing heel raises, side leg lifts, and shifting your weight from one foot to the other can help rebuild stability. Good balance isn't just about staying steady, it's about keeping independence for years to come. Sign 4. You can get down on the floor and back up without assistance. One of the strongest indicators of longevity isn't about strength or endurance, it's about mobility. If you can still get down on the floor and back up without assistance, you have a major advantage over many people your age. This ability is a direct reflection of your flexibility, muscle strength, coordination, and overall mobility. Many older adults start avoiding the floor altogether because they worry they won't be able to get back up. But the moment you stop using certain movements, your body starts losing the ability to perform them. Being able to lower yourself to the ground and push yourself back up means your legs, core, and upper body are still working in sync, something that becomes increasingly rare after 65. Think about the last time you dropped something on the floor. Did you hesitate before bending down to pick it up? Did you feel comfortable getting all the way to the ground, or did it feel like a struggle? Take Joseph, 78. He never thought much about getting on the floor until one day, his grandson wanted to play a board game. As he went to sit down, he hesitated not because he didn't want to play, but because he wasn't sure he could comfortably get back up. That was the moment he realized he needed to work on his mobility. He started practicing slow, controlled movements, squatting, kneeling, and pushing himself up using his legs instead of relying on furniture. Over time, he regained the ability to get down and up with ease, and more importantly, he felt confident in his movements again. Research has found that the ability to get up from the floor without assistance is one of the strongest predictors of longevity. Those who struggle with this movement are more likely to experience mobility limitations later in life, while those who maintain this ability tend to remain active, independent, and resilient. If you want to test yourself, try this. Stand near a chair for safety, then lower yourself to the floor slowly and see if you can get back up without grabbing onto anything. If you can, that's a great sign that your muscles and joints are still functioning well. If you struggle, don't be discouraged. Mobility can be improved with daily stretching, strength exercises, and practicing controlled movements. Maintaining this ability isn't just about convenience, it's about staying self-sufficient. If you ever need to get down to reach something, tie your shoes, or even catch yourself after a stumble, having the strength and coordination to recover can make all the difference. Balance, flexibility, and mobility are key to maintaining independence. If you can still balance on one foot and get down on the floor and back up with ease, you're already ahead of many people your age. These abilities show that your body is still strong, your coordination is still intact, and your movements are still fluid. The loss of these abilities doesn't happen overnight. It's often a slow decline that people don't notice until a small challenge becomes a big problem. The good news is that balance and mobility can be improved at any age. The more you practice, the stronger and more confident you'll become. Maintaining strength and endurance is about more than just feeling good. It's about preserving independence, preventing injuries, and ensuring that daily tasks remain easy well into your later years. The way you move through life, whether it's carrying groceries, climbing stairs, or simply staying active, says a lot about how well your body is aging. The truth is, many people don't notice they're losing strength until something they once did effortlessly becomes a challenge. But the good news is, even if some of these movements feel more difficult than before, small, consistent efforts can help rebuild and maintain your strength. Sign 5. You can carry a full grocery bag without struggling. Strength isn't just about lifting heavy weights at the gym, it's about handling everyday tasks with ease. If you can still carry a full grocery bag without struggling, you're in far better shape than many people your age. The ability to lift and carry objects comfortably is a strong indicator of muscle strength, endurance, and functional fitness, all of which contribute to a longer, healthier life. Many people underestimate how important grip strength and upper body endurance are until they start to decline. Carrying groceries, opening a jar, or even lifting a suitcase requires more than just arm strength. It involves your shoulders, back, and core as well. Studies have shown that grip strength, in particular, is one of the most accurate predictors of longevity. Those with stronger grips tend to live longer, healthier lives, while those who struggle with basic lifting tasks are more likely to experience declines in mobility and overall health. Think about the last time you brought groceries inside. Did you pick up the bags without thinking twice, or did you feel like you had to pause and shift the weight to avoid straining yourself? Do you ever find yourself asking for help with carrying everyday objects that once felt effortless? These small changes often happen so gradually that people don't even notice them at first. Take Richard, 75. He had always prided himself on being independent, but one day after a routine grocery run, he realized he was having trouble carrying the bags up the front steps. It wasn't that the bags were heavier than usual. His body had just lost some of the strength he once had. That's when he made the decision to start doing simple strength exercises, focusing on his arms, shoulders, and grip. Within a few months, not only was he carrying his groceries with ease again, but he also noticed that his energy levels had improved and that everyday tasks felt less tiring. The good news is that maintaining strength doesn't require heavy weightlifting or intense workouts. Even small efforts like squeezing a rubber ball to improve grip strength, lifting light hand weights, or doing push-ups against the kitchen counter can go a long way. The key is consistency. Just a few minutes of strength-based movement each day and make a huge difference in maintaining muscle mass and preventing unnecessary physical decline. Carrying groceries, lifting household objects, and holding on to things with confidence isn't just about convenience, it's about staying independent. When your muscles are strong, you're less likely to experience fatigue, weakness, or injuries, and most importantly, you'll be able to continue handling daily activities on your own without hesitation. Sign 6. You can climb a flight of stairs without stopping. Stairs might seem like a simple challenge, but they are one of the most revealing tests of physical endurance, heart health, and lower body strength. If you can still climb a flight of stairs without stopping to catch your breath, you're doing far better than most people your age, and you have a strong indicator of longevity on your side. Climbing stairs requires a combination of balance, muscle power, and cardiovascular endurance. Your legs need the strength to push you upward. Your heart and lungs need to work efficiently to keep oxygen flowing, and your coordination needs to be sharp enough to keep your footing steady. If any of these systems start to decline, stairs become noticeably harder. Think back to the last time you went up a flight of stairs. Did you feel strong and steady, or did you find yourself pausing midway, feeling a little winded? Many people don't realize their endurance is fading until they start avoiding stairs altogether, choosing elevators or escalators instead. But that avoidance only makes the problem worse, leading to even more muscle loss and reduced stamina over time. Consider George, 73. He used to take the stairs without thinking twice, but over time, he started making small adjustments, choosing the elevator more often, avoiding certain buildings where he knew there were stairs, or simply walking slower. He didn't think much of it until one day he had to climb a short flight at a friend's house and found himself completely out of breath by the time he reached the top. That was his wake-up call. He began taking the stairs whenever possible, starting slow and gradually building up his endurance. Within weeks, he noticed a change. His legs felt stronger, his breathing improved, and stairs no longer felt like a challenge. Doctors often use stair climbing as a quick assessment of cardiovascular fitness. If you can go up a flight without feeling exhausted, it means your heart and lungs are still working efficiently, a great predictor of long-term health. If you want to test yourself, find a staircase with at least 10 steps. Walk up at a steady pace and see how you feel at the top. If you can do this without stopping and without feeling winded, that's a fantastic sign. If you struggle, don't worry, it's something you can improve. Taking the stairs more often, walking at a brisk pace, and doing simple leg strengthening exercises can help rebuild the endurance needed to keep stairs from feeling like an obstacle. Maintaining the ability to climb stairs isn't just about strength, it's about keeping your independence. If you can still do this with confidence, it means your heart is strong, your muscles are active, and your energy levels are high, all signs that you're on track for a long, healthy life. Strength and endurance are essential for maintaining mobility, preventing falls, and ensuring that everyday tasks remain easy. The ability to carry groceries, climb stairs, and move through life with confidence means that your body is still working well. And that's one of the best indicators of longevity. Aging doesn't mean losing strength. It means adapting and finding ways to maintain it. If you can still do these things, it's a sign that your muscles, heart, and lungs are keeping up with the demands of daily life. And if you've noticed that some of these tasks are becoming harder, that's okay, because strength and endurance can be improved at any age. The next time you carry a grocery bag or climb a set of stairs, take note of how you feel. If you're still handling these tasks with ease, take it as a sign that your body is aging well. And if you notice areas where you'd like to improve, remember that small changes like walking a little faster, using hand weights, or taking the stairs more often can lead to big improvements over time. Longevity isn't just about physical strength. It's about keeping both the body and mind sharp. Many people focus on staying active, but they forget that cognitive health is just as important as physical endurance. The ability to think clearly, remember recent events, and wake up feeling refreshed are just as strong indicators of a long, independent life as muscle strength and balance. The good news: just like the body, the brain can be trained, strengthened, and kept in peak condition with the right habits. If you can still do the following, you're ahead of many people your age and on track for a long and fulfilling life. Sign 7. You can remember recent conversations and events clearly. Physical health is a key factor in longevity, but cognitive sharpness is just as critical. If you can recall recent conversations, remember names, and stay engaged in daily life, you have one of the strongest indicators of a long, fulfilling future. Your memory and brain function don't just reflect intelligence, they indicate the overall health of your brain, circulation, and nervous system. As we age, occasional forgetfulness is normal, like misplacing keys or struggling to recall a word. But being able to follow conversations, stay mentally engaged, and remember recent events without difficulty shows that your cognitive abilities are strong. Think about your typical day. Do you remember what you ate for breakfast yesterday? Can you recall details from a conversation you had last week? Are you still able to learn new things, solve problems, and focus on complex tasks? These small signs reveal a lot about the health of your brain. Take Paul, 79. He noticed that while many of his peers were starting to struggle with memory loss, he still felt mentally sharp. He could recall details from conversations weeks later, solve crossword puzzles with ease, and keep up with new technology. What he didn't realize was that his daily habits, reading, staying socially engaged, and challenging his brain were keeping his mind strong. The brain is like a muscle, it needs regular exercise to stay in peak condition. People who read daily, play strategy games, learn new skills, or engage in stimulating conversations tend to maintain cognitive function much longer than those who don't. Staying socially active also plays a huge role in brain health. Isolation and lack of engagement can accelerate cognitive decline, while frequent interactions with family, friends, or community groups help keep the mind sharp. If you want to test your mental sharpness, try recalling what you ate for dinner 2 nights ago, or try memorizing a short list of words and repeating them back a few minutes later. If this feels easy, that's a great sign that your cognitive function is still strong. If it feels challenging, don't worry, there are plenty of ways to keep your brain sharp. Reading, learning new skills, engaging in social activities, and even walking regularly can improve brain function and slow cognitive decline. A sharp memory isn't just about convenience, it's about quality of life. When your brain stays strong, you can continue making decisions for yourself, engaging in meaningful conversations, and enjoying life to the fullest. Sign 8. You wake up feeling rested and ready for the day. One of the most overlooked but powerful indicators of longevity is the quality of your sleep. If you're between 65 and 80 and still wake up feeling rested and ready to start your day, you have a major advantage over many people your age. Good sleep is one of the strongest predictors of long-term health, affecting everything from heart function and brain health to immune system strength and energy levels. As we get older, sleep patterns naturally change. Many seniors struggle with falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up too early and feeling tired throughout the day. If you're still getting quality rest, meaning you sleep deeply, wake up refreshed, and feel alert during the day, it's a sign that your body is functioning well and repairing itself properly at night. Think about how you wake up in the morning. Do you feel energized and ready to take on the day? Or do you feel groggy, sluggish, and like you didn't get enough rest? Many people assume that poor sleep is just part of aging, but that's not true. Take Roger, 74. He used to sleep through the night with no problem, but as he got older, he started waking up multiple times, feeling restless, and needing naps during the day. At first, he brushed it off as just part of aging, but after making a few small adjustments like sticking to a regular bedtime, reducing screen time before bed, and creating a relaxing nighttime routine, he found that he was sleeping better, waking up with more energy, and feeling sharper throughout the day.